Do you ever just get an incredible idea and it didn't really come from a chain of thoughts? It came from somewhere else. It was synchronicity, serendipity. There is some dimension of greater intelligence, of beauty and grace that is not in our forefront of our awareness all the time, but it has to be there. Stephen Pressfield, the author of The War of Art and Turning Pro, he's a prolific writer. Every day before he sits down to write, he says an incantation, a prayer. You can find it in the beginning of Homer's Odyssey. On the Joe Rogan podcast, I heard him speak the invocation of the Muse. That translation was so beautiful. And when I started on my commitment to my creative journey, I tried to think, is there any prayer, any song that just transports me to another world? I did think of something. There's a video of an Icelandic band singing a hymn that an Icelandic chieftain wrote before his death. And while he's dying, he wrote these incredible words. Heyr, Himna, Smiður. O hear me, smith of the heavens, what the poet asks. May softly come unto me thy mercy, so I call on thee, for thou hast created me. I'm still getting chills right now, just thinking about that. If there's any incantation of the Muse for a poet or a creator, I think that's a good prayer. So I have chosen this as my incantation before I start creating every day to try and enhance my relationship and my alignment with the unseen force that Stephen Pressfield is convinced is real. Even if it doesn't exist, acting as though it exists, you make art. Sitting down and working. Make a bunch of crummy videos. You're not gonna find gold unless you dig through a lot of dirt. Create a bunch of crap. In that poop, you're gonna find some nuggets, maybe some raisins, kernels of corn, but you're also gonna find some rubies. And if you keep doing that every day, you're way more likely to get something good if you make a whole bunch of stuff. In this pottery class, they took two groups of people. One group was graded and judged on the quality of one pot at the end of this semester after all these weeks. The other group was graded on how many pots they could make. Doesn't matter if they're good. And guess who made the higher quality pots? The ones that made more pots. The more shit you make, that shit is gonna become amazing shit. Discipline over motivation. There's such a big gap between people who actually say they want to do something. You hear them talk all the time, and they don't actually do it. Stephen Pressfield calls this thing the resistance. It's like the antichrist to any creator. The resistance is the thing that makes you want to go eat or masturbate or drink or Instagram when you really could be using this precious day to just turn on the camera and say something, anything. Say something, anything, just talk. Could you do that thing for the rest of your life, even if you had no followers, even if it never made any money? Hey, maybe that's what you should be doing. Inspiration is a beautiful thing. But can we really rely on inspiration to always be there? No, not really. Is that good? I think that's good. Happy creating. Please follow your dream, because people need permission to follow their dream and they can't do it unless they see an example of it, so you might as well do it. All right. Have a great time. Have a beautiful day.